Taking a look at our first example, we want to find all segments parallel to AE. So let's go ahead and highlight AE there. So there's a couple that are quick to find. If we look at this plane up front, the plane up front, you'll notice that there is a segment FB at the end of that plane on the right side there. So FB is parallel. And then we have another quick one to find. If you look at this plane on the left side of my rectangular prism there, you'll notice HD. HD is a segment that does not touch EA, but it is coplanar. It is on the same plane as EA. One that's a bit more difficult to notice because the plane isn't drawn in is GC. GC is parallel with EA. I'm going to add a bit to this diagram to show you why. Our very first postulate, our connect the dots postulate, is that between any 2 points you could connect the dots and draw a straight line. So there is a plane that goes through EA and GC, even though it's not included in this diagram. Remember, they won't connect every dot in a diagram because it would make our diagrams really messy. But EA and GC are parallel. An example of something that would not be parallel, just so that we have a counterexample here, FG would not be parallel. There's no way to connect those 4 points in any kind of plane. Give 2 examples of parallel planes, the second thing that they ask us to do here. So there are plenty of examples to choose from. They're only asking us for 2. So I'm going to start with plane ABF. Let's just look at this plane up front here. Plane ABF is the one in front. So if I want the plane parallel to that one, it's the plane that doesn't touch it. So notice we look on the left side, those intersect. On the right side, those intersect. Top and bottom also intersect. So the only plane that does not intersect this one is the plane in the back. In order to name the plane in the back, we need 3 points. So I've got D, H, G, and C to choose from. I'll go ahead and just do C, D, H. So that was the front and the back planes. We can also take a look at the left and the right planes. So if I look at my left plane there, we'll go ahead and just call it ADE. The plane which does not intersect with that one is going to be the right plane. Again, multiple ways you could name that plane, but we'll go ahead and just roll with BCF. There is one other correct answer here. You could have used the top and the bottom plane as examples of parallel planes, but they only asked for 2. So we'll go ahead and leave it at 2. Last part for example 1, name all segments skew to GH. So GH is a segment there, the back of this figure. Remember, a skew line is one that's not on the same plane, but still never intersects. So if I start looking at lines that don't intersect, well, EA won't intersect HG. FB won't intersect HG. And note, you can't connect those 4 in a plane with HG. FG does intersect, so we don't want that one. Same with EH. That segment will intersect, so we don't want that one. But we can go low. AD will not intersect, and neither will BC. And note that those are on different planes. In particular, they're on that bottom plane. So those are all of our skew lines. EA, let's see, EA, AD, FB, and BC. Note that AB, DC, and EF never intersect, but those are all coplanar, so they would be parallel. These are the only 4 we get that are skew. So that's our first example. We'll take a look at example 2 in the next video.